Ho 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 guys, it's Christmas time and I'm sure you're all getting into the holiday spirit by drinking plenty of mulled wine, enjoying your office crimbo parties, and of course listening to plenty of Mariah Carey. I'm actually breaking my typical northern Christmas traditions. I'm not going back to Leeds this year to be with my family. I'm actually off to Australia with my boyfriend and to see his family. It's my first Christmas abroad and yeah, it's gonna be summer there. So yeah, I'm trying to picture a hot sunny Christmas. It just doesn't add up in my head. And yeah, I've never been to Australia before, so this is gonna be my first time out there, so I'm super excited. Anyway, even though I'm off to Australia, it won't stop me from watching my typical holiday favorites. We've all got them, our favorite films or Christmas specials that we watch every year because it helps us get into the holiday spirit. So as promised, I'm gonna give you guys the gift on my top 5 picks to watch at Christmas. For me, it's just not Christmas unless I've watched all of these at some point over the holiday season. I literally watch them every year because they fill me with either comfort or joy or nostalgia. And yeah, there's some typical cliche picks in here, but there's also a few that you might find a little strange, but hey, we all have our reasons and we all have our guilty pleasures. So yeah, here are my top 5 picks to watch at Christmas. So kicking off the list is an alternative choice, but one that I found is actually quite common, and it's John McTiernan's 80s classic, Die Hard. Yep, it's a Christmas movie, guys. The entire film is set around an office Christmas party at the Nakatomi headquarters. New York cop John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, in his most iconic role, comes to LA to be with his estranged wife for Christmas. She invites him to her office Christmas party, but as the party kicks off, 12 terrorists, led by Hans Gruber, played amazingly by Alan Rickman, break into the building, take everybody hostage, so it's up to our shoeless, white-vested hero to save the day. Die Hard is an influential, action-packed masterpiece, which just so happens to be set at Christmas. And the expression, "'tis the season to be jolly," really applies to this film because the execution of this film is so jolly. It's for many men the pinnacle of action films. It's full of energy and it's exhilarating in terms of its stunt work and its set pieces. It made Bruce Willis into a household name. His John McClane is wisecracking, intelligent, quick-witted, and he has some classic one-liners, including "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Welcome to the party, pal. Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs." This film also boasts one of cinema's greatest villains of all time, Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber. Oh my god, this man is so awesome in this role. This was his first ever cinematic role, and my god, way to hit the ground running. His Hans Gruber is charming, stylish, intelligent. Oh, and he's got a voice that suggests menace, but sounds like honey on the eardrums. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you, Alan Rickman. May you rest in peace. I love watching this film at Christmas, guys, because it's so much fun, and the holidays are about fun. It brings me so much glee, and by the time the credits roll around and the "Let It Snow" song is playing, oh, I just feel like I've eaten Christmas dinner because I'm so stuffed but so satisfied. Right, number 4. So at position number 4 we have a popular one, but also a divisive one. Some people absolutely can't stand this film because of how sappy it is, and others just absolutely love it because it's all about love. Yep, don't judge me for this, but I actually love Love Actually. Richard Curtis's rom-com shouldn't work when you think about it. First of all, it's an excessively long rom-com, clocking in at over 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's got a ridiculously large cast spread out over 8 interrelated storylines, so the screen time per character is severely limited, meaning there's no assurance for decent character development. And it's a film that is riddled with more rom-com cliches than a Hallmark greetings card store. But somehow it does work. Maybe because Alan Rickman's in it, I don't know, but I love me some Rickman at Christmas. But this film is kind of an anomaly. All the other holiday-based star-studded rom-coms like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and New Year's Eve don't possess any of the heart or charm that Love Actually does. Surprisingly, Curtis does a pretty decent job of making you care for most of the characters in this film. What's wonderful about Love Actually is when you ask someone why they like this film, more often than not, everyone gives a different response because there's so many different standout moments in this film and so many different character arcs that people really feel invested in because they relate to them more than others. And all the different storylines really do range in terms of emotion. Some are hysterical, some are kind of heartbreaking, some are just adorable, and some are devastating. The lake scene with Aurelia and Jamie still makes me laugh every time I watch it. Rowan Atkinson's "Would You Like It" gift wrap scene is a masterclass of comedy. The "All I Want for Christmas" Christmas big reveal with baby Jojen Reed playing the drums is so adorable. And the placard scene between Keira Knightley and Andrew Lincoln has become something of iconic, parodied time and time again in popular culture. Oh my god, and who can forget Emma Thompson's Joni Mitchell scene, which comes out of nowhere and hits you like a ton of bricks. It's absolutely devastating. But Emma Thompson is phenomenal in this scene. I don't think I've ever watched it without bursting into tears. The way that she transforms from utterly heartbroken to happy smiley just to keep her family happy at Christmas is so utterly devastating. But it's sensationally well performed by Emma Thompson. But yeah, guys, I absolutely love rewatching this every year with my boyfriend. We just snuggle up on the sofa, have a box of chocolates, we laugh and we cry, or more accurately, I cry, and I just use him as a giant hanky. But yeah, I always feel so good after I've watched it, and what's Christmas without love, hey? Right, 3. Oh my god. So at number 3 we have a staple Christmas movie, one that everybody seems to love, and it's Chris Columbus's Home Alone. You all know it, Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin, is left home alone after his parents go on Christmas holiday without him. A couple of burglars known as the Wet Bandits are robbing all the local houses, and when they try to break into Kevin's, he has to defend it by booby-trapping the hell out of the house. It's festive family fun, which is completely ridiculous, but I think everybody seems to love this film. It's kind of an unwritten rule in our house that we watch this every year. I think we must have seen it about 20 times, me and my brothers. And it's a film that I will watch with my future kids because it's all about a dysfunctional family trying to stick together at Christmas, and who can't relate to that? It's a perfect product of its time. I love me some 90s nostalgia. It transports me back to my childhood. As soon as I hear that score by John Williams, I'm immediately 6 years old again watching this film with my brothers. It's a brilliant mix of cute and cheeky Macaulay Culkin, slapstick gags, and unexpected violence. And of course, who could forget the aftershave scene? Right, so coming in at number 2 is a film that some of you might find a little baffling, but I'm not gonna lie, I shamelessly adore this film. It's a complete guilty pleasure, and it is Brian Levent's Jingle All The Way. Yep, this ridiculous Arnold Schwarzenegger-led family film about a desperate dad trying to win the affections of his son by buying him the must-have Christmas toy, Turbo Man, on Christmas Eve is full of cheesy Christmas puns, the Big Show as a wrestling Santa, and even has Arnold Schwarzenegger punch a reindeer in the face. My God, is it stupid, but I love it. I honestly think that Jingle All The Way is a seriously misunderstood film. Sure, it's not exactly Shakespeare.
Put that cookie down! Now!
But it's not as shallow as you might think. It actually has something important to say about how Western society is obsessed with the commercialization of the Christmas season. It unflinchingly shows us how good people during Christmas get taken over by this hideous consumerist side of them. As a culture, we kind of lose track of what Christmas is really about, and we all just become gift-obsessed maniacs. So, if anything, Jingle All The Way is actually more satire than anything else. But yeah, watching Schwarzenegger go toe-to-toe with Sinbad over a stupid little plastic doll, that's action figure, is actually a whole lot of zany festive fun. I rewatch this film every year at Christmas, and I honestly think that I've come to appreciate this film more for its message as I've gotten older. I was at Oxford Circus just last weekend, and being surrounded by all the Christmas shopping chaos just really reiterates how accurate this film is. People are rude, shovey, and everywhere. I'd rather watch Schwarzenegger try and deal with it than go into the battlefield that is Selfridges. Thank God for Amazon Prime, and thank God for Jingle All The Way. Right, here we are, guys, my top choice of what to watch at Christmas. But before I do the big reveal, here are just a few films that I really love but didn't quite make it into my top 5. So my honorable mentions include Elf, The Muppets Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Bad Santa. But taking the top spot on this list is something that I consider to be mandatory viewing at Christmas. I don't actually feel like it's Christmas until I've watched this, okay? And it's not technically a movie either, it's a Christmas special. And it is Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. Yep, bet you didn't see that one coming. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean is a perfect 30 minutes of festive telly. And fun fact, it was written by Robin Driscoll, Mr. Bean himself, Rowan Atkinson, and Richard Curtis, the man who gave us Love Actually. So yeah, if it's got Richard Curtis, Alan Rickman, or Rowan Atkinson in, yeah, I'm probably gonna love it around Christmas. This is something I have watched annually as long as I can remember. From beginning to end, the entire episode is crammed with so many iconic moments from the Mr. Bean series. From the classic nativity sketch at Harrods where Mr. Bean plays with a nativity set, and features a marching band, a T-Rex, and a Dalek, all at the birth of Jesus Christ. Which is probably why Richard Curtis recruited Rowan Atkinson for his scene-stealing part in Love Actually. And then we watch Mr. Bean direct a Christmas band, and then he steals the town's Christmas tree. And way before Friends did it, Mr. Bean stuffs up stuffing a turkey by losing his watch and then getting a turkey stuck on his head, leading to this classic, almost horror movie moment with his girlfriend. I've actually cried with laughter watching this on repeat viewings. I was such a big fan of Mr. Bean growing up, and Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean is easily one of his best outings. Rowan Atkinson is a comic genius here. In one sense, he's kind of a clueless jerk, but there's a sincere creative charm about him as well. Part of the joy that I experienced watching this episode is seeing this grown man be so innocent and childlike. He's never really grown up and he's really in touch with his inner child. And for me, Christmas is about trying to recapture that magic that you felt as a child. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean is joyful, silly, and it's full of festive hijinks that the whole family can appreciate. And to this day, I still find it as hilarious as I did when I was a kid. It's an absolute must-watch Christmas cracker, and if you haven't seen it, I strongly recommend it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As I mentioned before, I'm going to be in Australia for 3 weeks, so there won't be as much content coming to you over the next few weeks until I get back. But I will release some movie reviews periodically over the next few weeks, so you don't forget about me. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to let me know what your favourite Christmas movies or holiday specials are in the comment section below, or you can let me know on Twitter. And I just want to wish you guys all a very happy Christmas and a stellar start to 2018. If you want to do your good deed for Christmas, please do hit the subscribe button for me, okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.